y equals the cosine, parentheses, x minus pi over 2. Okay. Amplitude, in front of the cosine, there's just a 1. The period, remember we do 2 pi divided by the number immediately behind the cosine. Now there isn't one between the cosine and the x, so it's just 2 pi divided by 1, which is 2 pi. Transformations, I see the minus pi over 2 in the parentheses. That would shift it to the right, pi over 2 units. There is no reflection because it's not negative cosine or anything. Now, I like to figure out my steps so I can mark it accordingly. So if we take our 2 pi and we divide it by 4, then each step, each time the graph changed, will be 1/2 of a pi. So I'm going to mark them off as every half pi. So here would be 1/2 pi. 2 half pies would be 1 whole pi. So pi over 2, 2 pi over 2, which is pi. 3 pi over 2. 4 pi over 2 is just 2 pi. We got 5 pi over 2. 6 pi over 2 is 3 pi. We can even do 7 pi over 2. We got the room. We can do as much as we want here, but we need to make sure we get at least one complete cycle. Now, we didn't do any vertical shift, so we're going to be working with 0 as the center line. The amplitude is 1, so the highest I'll go is +1, the lowest I'll go is -1. So we can already fill out our domain and range. Our domain, the x values, it's going to be all real numbers for these. The range, the y values, the lowest we go is -1. It's less than or equal to y. It's less than or equal to. The highest we go is +1. We're ready to graph it. So cosine, remember, starts at 1, cone. It starts at the highest point of our graph. So I see we're shifting to the right pi over 2 units. So we're going to be starting at pi over 2, but we're starting at the top of our graph. So there will be our first point. Now we're going to dip down at pi to the center. We're going to dip down 3 pi over 2, we'll go to -1, back to center, up to 1, back to center, down to -1. So we can throw the curve on this. Again, it goes on forever in both directions. Now, it changes every half pi. So if we wanted to go backwards a half pi, it would be right back to center. If we wanted to go back another half pi, it'd be like over here at -1, right? And this goes on forever in both directions. Too much fun. Too much fun.